To be a global citizen really means to understand more than the bubble that you live in. Try to have empathy and understanding of what goes on within the world, and to understand that you have a place within that world and that the actions that you take can have an impact well beyond your little bubble.
To be a global citizen means to be a change maker, trying to make an impact in an issue that's happening not just around you but maybe the whole world.
For me, it means to sort of promote change, and you don't do it by yourself. You work with others, so you have to work in a team to try and promote change, positive change, of course.
For me, it means that you think globally, you try to see how one action can affect the world, working as a team and collaborating.
I wanted to take part of this program because it sounded interesting, and I always liked taking care of the environment.
We were thinking about what our school needed to improve on, and then we ended up on expanding our green space and getting less waste.
We had a lot of discussions about what we should do. Many different ideas popped up in and out, but eventually we decided, because we thought that it was the good thing to focus on, because other issues in school are not, I don't think they're as big as the environment in here, because I think if someone didn't do something about it, it would definitely continue to get worse.
So we achieved our goals by building awareness. We decided to build some garden beds for the environment, trying to make it more sustainable. We even built an air garden, which is an aeroponic garden, grows plants with 95% less water than normal farming. In terms of too much waste, we conducted a whole school waste audit. We found out we had a lot of waste, so we partnered up with Victoria from CSIRO to try and build some more sustainable practices within our school. Bunnings also helped us build some garden bins. We also built a worm farm compost bin to help with the too much waste problem, because then we could just put all of our edible food scraps that the worms could eat into the worm farm. And then we just collected all of those plants, some of the worm juice. We even sold some at a school community garden sale, so people donate. And then all of that money that we get will go back into our environmental plan.
The most enjoyable part of this project was when the organizations came and taught us about what they do and how they do it. Also like doing the raised garden beds.
My favourite thing to do was definitely walk around the classrooms and educate the students about our plans, what we're planning to do with the students. I also really enjoyed doing the waste audit and looking at the results, because you really got to go in depth about how much rubbish you really waste in a school.
I think promoting the project was a bit difficult, because we did these social media videos that we were going to put on Instagram. We were supposed to split them up into different weeks, week 2, week 3, do different videos. But then we ended up doing most of them in just one day. It was hard getting people on board also. But once they heard about it, they were like, oh yeah, can I join in? When's it gonna happen?
Challenges more so in the implementation of the project, but sometimes I wonder if those challenges came from actually the design of the project itself, where the students came up with so many different ideas of things that they wanted to do that they'd sometimes lose track of what the initial focus and aim of the project was. So my role there was to keep bringing them back to what are we trying to achieve and how are we going to achieve it. And in doing that, they'd be able to come back and set clear sort of goals and work towards achieving those goals. It's been really interesting watching the students develop over the course of the year. It was a great opportunity for them to work with older students, and the older students certainly took the lead to start with, but after a period of time they started collaborating really well together. So I think the skills that came out over the course of the project were definitely their collaboration skills, being able to share ideas, bounce ideas off each other, talk about the different ideas and then come to a conclusion together. I think their public speaking got far better over the course of the year. Their confidence grew. And then those skills in running a project of time management and having to have deadlines and work out what needs to be done by when, and then trying to stick to those deadlines. All of those sorts of skills were really invaluable for them.
My very first advice would be to not be scared to share ideas. Maybe just because they're maybe like something really small or something that might never happen, it's always good to share an idea. It can turn into a great discussion which will lead to more ideas. Also, just be confident in whatever you do. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, just be yourself pretty much.
It feels enjoyable when you finish it.
Global Citizenship!